Howdy, this is Marisa with Marisa Moments. So, true story. I failed a test. I'm just going to be completely straight up with you. I gave into temptation and I failed a test. Now, before your mind kind of gets to drifting, it's in relation to my diet. No, I'm not eating meat. No, I'm not drinking alcohol or anything like that. But there are finer, minute tests that come along when it comes to my dietary restrictions. And I failed it. And the reason I'm sharing that with you is because Spirit wants me to be completely clear, vulnerable, and honest about this specific situation and circumstance, because what I receive is that I'm not the only one who's failed a test, especially not even recently, right? Or obviously throughout our lifetimes, right? But what I receive behind it is, okay, failed this test. Now what? Now, what are we going to do? And of course, I'm putting this on you. I'm putting it on me. I'm putting it on we, right? And I feel a sneeze. Maybe not. I don't know. Confirmation sneeze? Anyway, what are we going to do from here? Where are we going to go from here? Are we going to allow a small failure to escalate into a larger failure? Are we going to continue to spiral down, or are we going to learn our actual lesson and apply it to the next moment? And what I receive is, no, we're not talking about tomorrow. We're talking about today. We're talking about this next moment. So what I receive, it's like with a bag of chips, right? If we're talking about that wasn't my test, but anyway, should we just take some out of the bag, put it on a plate or in a napkin or something and enjoy it that way? Or should we just grab the whole bag and just kind of go in on it? Now, this is a no judgment zone, right? So do what you feel compelled to do. However, you know better. We know better, right? If we are not supposed to have that full bag of chips, and yet we are sitting there with the entire bag, knowing full and well what we are setting ourselves up for, then we know what we're setting ourselves up for. So what we have to do is decide in every single moment, am I going to give in to my temptations, or am I going to make a different decision? Am I going to, instead of going straight down the road that I usually take, am I going to turn because I know that that's actually going to get me to the destination I intend on visiting, right? Or living at, right? So the bottom line to this bottom line is, sure, you're going to fail some tests, but the universe isn't spiteful. It's not malicious. It's not going to hold it against you for the duration, right? But it is up to us to decide what we're going to do with it. Learn your lesson, apply it, and move on.